What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Realist Debates with myself, the realist one, Jay.
Lengman Joseph from Around the Ways, aka Joey Leng, but just call me Joey.
And Deneo.
What, you still ain't worked?
I thought you were working it, bro.
Bruv, Deneo.
Yes, something. Come on. Anyway, today's episode. What we talking about, Joey? Man, sipping a drink.
Do you know what? Everything to do with dating. So I feel like I'm gonna have to pipe up a lot about this. But yeah, gonna be talking about dating. So I suppose the first thing to kind of get out the way is, what's everyone's relationship status? Me, single.
Me, I'm spoken for in a relationship.
And I'm also spoken for.
Cool. So
Let's get that one out there.
Out the way. So I feel as though I might have to be.
I'm just gonna say though,
Sorry,
that's
man,
not
not
gonna
a
stop me from
Okay.
speaking the truth. I know, my missus might get a bit upset at some of the things that I say, but it's the truth, and she's got me now, so that's it. Disclaimer. Anyway, let's roll.
So I suppose the first question that I want to ask you guys is, and I see it happen a lot, and every time I see it, I think, cool. So have you guys changed your relationship status on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, funny you should say.
I haven't done it. Sorry to cut you. I haven't
Go on.
done it recently because I don't use Facebook as much. But if I was using it regular, I would change it.
So is it currently in a relationship?
It should be. But I don't use it, so I don't know. But it should be.
Yeah. Okay, so for you, there's no way like you'll find just changing the relationship status. Boom.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was gonna say that I actually changed mine recently.
Okay.
And that's not through any fault. Like Dee said, I don't really use Facebook that heavy. But I went on there and I saw it was still saying single. So I just changed it real quick. Yeah.
Do you think there should be like a period of time you wait for until you change that? Because I've seen some people change that and then change it back a week later.
Listen, that's a thing as well, Like people on Facebook, like some people have that urge to need to let everyone know. And like you said, it flips on and off in a relationship, out of a relationship. I'm just like, rah. And that reflects kind of badly on that person, in my opinion. Like, just in and out of
it's almost like you want to keep a secret, but you're not really keeping a secret. You're just not saying it. You're just pressing a button.
Yeah.
Trying to act like you're not telling everyone what's going on. Like everyone ain't nosy.
And do you know what the thing is as well? Like when you do that, you're getting bare people messaging you. Oh, what's going on? What's wrong?
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Trust. You're gone from congratulations, so I can congratulate you, for example, on today. 3 days later, I'm like, yo, I saw it flip back. It snapped back into place.
My thing's secure still.
Your thing's secure, but there's some people that have to deal with those conversations. And can't lie, they kind of bought them on themselves, Like for me, just wait a little bit until you start,
I agree. I need time to get over the women I have feelings for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really like women interfering. Like if I was in love with someone and I'm heartbroken, I want to kind of get over that before I start dating. I don't like just jumping in. Because the other person, I'm still going to be brewing about what I had before, so I'm never going to really enjoy my company with
someone else.
Yeah,
till you're over the last.
Yeah,
one.
well, at least 70% over the hurdle. Because at that point, there's a point of no return. The 30% is going to vanish eventually.
Yeah. I respect it still. I respect it because certain men as well that I know is like they've used breakups as like excuses to just go out and do a mad thing still.
Hey, listen, let me put my hand up to that.
Well, no names and that, but
this is the one where I probably have to talk a lot still, their stories and that. But do you know what? Yeah, when I broke up with my ex, bro, I told myself, listen, I'm back out here again.
Cool. Hands on the roads.
Out here again. So do you know what? I was just hitting out dates, like I was hitting them at the park. But there was no point me being there. I was not there mentally. Like,
okay.
They were wasted dates, bro. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just weren't ready. And I didn't even know that yet. To me, I thought, okay, what cool. So it's gonna sound mad, but I saw the breakup as okay, the contract's ended. Like, it's now time to start moving on.
Fucking hell.
And that's how I saw. What I'd say as well is, it was one of my first like serious relationships. So yeah, navigating that obviously didn't start off too well.
Of course.
So yeah, I was just kind of going on dates and whatnot. And the funny thing is, I kind of went on a date where it could have like progressed physically, but I went on it. I backed out.
What, as in a mashing thing?
Like I could have copulated, yeah.
Bro, mashing, bro. I could have copulated.
Okay.
My goodness.
Jesus.
You know, that's just as bad as the Facebook status. I don't want everyone to know, but click. I don't want to say the word, but copulated. Nigga, please.
Okay.
Copulated.
Yeah, man could have mashed.
So man could have mashed.
I could have mashed. But with that, I just didn't feel right in the head. That's when I realized, raw, more than my ex, you know. I'm mashed. So I definitely agree with you, D, in terms of when you break up, need that time to heal.
What I do, some men are not sensitive like that. Some people, I think it's sensitivity levels. Like, if we're talking about someone I'm deeply in love with, it takes a minute for those feelings to fade.
Can I ask a question? How many times would you say then? Because I've heard you say deeply in love. Would you say?
What I thought was deep love.
Okay. Excellent. Cool. Because I was going to say, you're giving a lot of love away for us.
I feel like, no, but I'm a lover though.
Fair enough.
I'm definitely.
Do you fall in love quick?
I don't fall in love quick, no, but I get infatuated quickly.
Okay.
But that's kind of dowied over the years. Like when I was like in secondary school, it was gas. And then I don't know for other men, but for me, it's kind of like you learn not to
give it all away.
Not even that. You learn not to give of yourself as much. And like getting caught up in a honeymoon period as well. It's almost like what people don't realize is sometimes you might be in a relationship and halfway through the honeymoon period starts there. Like you're gonna have loads of different periods where someone does something for you and you look at them like, oh, like I know a lot of guys when they have children with their missus and then the kids come out and they look at their missus, it's like
in a whole different light.
Yeah. So for me, I know what type of person I am, and I definitely need to like take time.
Boy, I mean, quickly on the back of that, before I got into a relationship with my missus, who I'm with now, I was single for time. So for me, like, I can't just be in a relationship with anyone as well. So like, it took me a while to get over my ex before that as well. So it was like, yeah, I was just wondering. I was just in the wilderness, just like, even when it came to dating as well, like you said earlier, like you're there, but you're not there. Like it's mad. Yeah. Man was kind of tapped out. So yeah, before I knew it, like 3 years had passed, 3.5 years before I got into my next serious relationship. So yeah, I'm not one that can just be in a relationship with anyone, to be honest. So yeah.
Nah, it's that real. So kind of obviously I know both of you guys are in relationships now, but when you thinking back to when you guys were dating, etc., and looking for your missus, what were some of the fundamentals to not the relationship but to dating for you guys?
Wait. Do you mean what we were looking for in a woman, or what type of a date we'd think was banging? Or
so more kind of what you're looking for. So, you know, kind of to forget where the dates are or what the dates are looking like some of the things that you want to see during that date from that woman to be like,
when I was
okay, cool.
When I was younger, I just like attractive women, and I was hoping that the personality would be banging kind of thing. But that's kind of like throwing squidgy men at the wall and hoping that one sticks. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
I like it.
I like that one.
So as I've gotten older,
Mm.
I put more effort into knowing exactly what I want, and that's come with time. Like for instance, I like laughter. That's probably like top 3.
Mm.
Laughter's very important to me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that like all of my friends I'm close to make me laugh.
Mm.
If I'm close to you, then that's definitely an element that's there. Do you know what I mean? So, and like, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've refined what I want. And the reason I've done that, no, not even the reason, since I've done that, life has been a lot more easier because I put that same concept into other things. So if I'm going to work with an artist, it's like, what am I looking for to work with?
Bless
you.
What am I looking for to work with this artist? Not to segue away from it, but I do think like having an idea of what you want and why you want is part of controlling your destiny to a certain extent.
Shooting in the dark.
Yeah. That's why I said the first thing's like squidgy men on the wall. But when you actually sit down and think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear you.
No, I definitely hear that. How about you, man?
For me, laughter is definitely up there.
It's one of mine as well.
For me, like that is actually a non-negotiable still. Like
that's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, like a woman has to make me laugh, and every woman claims to be funny. This is what it is as well. So even in like the talking stages and that, you're kind of sussing a woman out even before you've gone on any date or whatever. You're looking at the messages you're sending, whatever voice notes, and you're like, where's that banter? Like you're looking for it. So for me, laughter is up there. But just general compatibility, like interests as well. A lot of people say opposites attract, but I like to have commonality. So things that we can discuss, sorry. So yeah, those are the mainstays for me. But saying off the back of something D said as well is that before it was mainly about the looks. Personality.
You didn't really know to look elsewhere.
Bruv, personality.
You didn't even know yourself.
That's what it was about. Like,
do you know what? I also think you see the looks thing. That's the only thing that's assertive because your body just reacts. Oh, she's buff. Your body just reacts. Whereas all the other stuff, you got to think about yourself. When you're that age, you're not really thinking about yourself. Takes you a while
to realize that there's more layers.
Like, there's more that I need kind of thing. Because you don't really know yourself. You don't know that laughter's.
And that's the thing. It got to a stage for me where I realized that the buffest girls that I was seeing, they weren't funny. They were quite into themselves, which they should be. But for me, that's when I was like, rah, buff girls, like they're good to look at, but I need more than that. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to look at you and be like besotted and stuff. But at the same time, I want to see you without makeup and still be besotted. Yeah. Do you understand? And a lot of, like, I've been out with girls who are models, for example, and the way they were into themselves, it took away from their actual personality. So for me, when you see those kind of traits, it's like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So yeah.
Yeah, no, so I think probably similar to both of you guys. When I was younger, it was all about kind of what do they aesthetically look like. So even things like humor, it's always been important to me. But I always used to think, oh, I'm funny. I'll just bring that to the table. Like they've brought what they look like, you know. But kind of thinking moving forward now and knowing myself a lot better, like the humor aspect is definitely key. So not only kind of what I can give them, but also back as well. And I think love languages as well.
I've only just learned about that.
Bro, I learned about that one in January, February 2020. Once I started learning about those 5 different ones, changed my life. Because it made me understand how I like to receive love.
Yeah.
and also knowing kind of how the other person likes to receive it as well.
Yeah.
And really realizing like how key that is. And when I look back at people I used to date in the past, it made me realize I knew this piece of information before, I probably would have been able
I remember when I learned that as well.
Yeah.
to just
One girl
apply-
I was seeing showed me about it.
Yeah,
Still.
literally.
I only learned about it like a month ago.
Word.
Okay.
Do you know what yours are?
Yeah, not mine. What the main one is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
and
is
it's words of affirmation.
Same, actually.
Yeah.
I've noticed, that
Yeah.
take away your relationships. Let's say PTs or managers at a job. The ones that are constantly praising me for doing hard work are the ones I work the hardest for. Because I'm a man where if I've done something good, like tell me, like I should be rewarded. Like you don't realize like everything that you do in life doesn't have to be dull. Sometimes a little compliment can spice up the exercise. You get me?
Yeah.
Like when I'm with my PTs, same like PTs, like I've had a few. There's only like I've had loads. There's like four PTs. That's including you as well. Like you and Infar. And then there was a guy called Marcus and another guy I used to train with in Boreham Wood. And all of you guys, the common trait between all of you is like you notice, like you can see when I'm struggling and when I've overcome something. Or if I am struggling, you guys are not like, oh, you're a pussy, or no, you're like, nah, bro, you can do it. Like one more, I can see you do it. And then it make me want to go, all right, cool, I'll do it. Like, no, you're not done yet. You're not done yet, D. You're heavy, bro. Yeah, for real. Yes. Arms are bunning, you know what I'm saying?
We've been there many times.
Yeah. So definitely words of affirmation. I was thinking about it while you were saying it. I was like, even my girl telling me I love you every day, if she stopped doing that, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah,
I can relate.
You know what yours are? Yeah, I know you said words of affirmation.
Do you know I can't even remember them all now. Hold on.
There's what? Acts of service, quality time, physical touch, and
that's like
gifts.
Physical touch is at the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
I think it's like the quality time one still. Yeah. Like time, people's time you can't buy. So
you can't, yeah.
When I see someone invest time in me, it makes me want to invest more time in them.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, 100. Mine is quality time and acts of service in equal measure. So like you, if someone can give me their time, especially if I know their time is scarce.
Exactly.
That means so much to me. It is a joke. So yeah, kind of scaling it back a little bit, kind of me, when I go on dates, kind of looking at, okay, what are the love languages?
My girl sent it to me on WhatsApp. Let me look for it.
Say that again.
My girl sent me the picture of all of them.
Okay.
Diagram things.
Yeah, because you're asking about like other things that it sounds like there's one love language, but then there might be two or three after.
I think there's 5 in total?
There's 5, yeah, but you're saying that everybody has like more than one, right?
It just depends. So, for example, I know words of affirmation, it doesn't sit highly for me.
Really?
No. Like words don't do the most for me. It's the acts and the time that when I say cherish, I can't overestimate how much I cherish it.
I love words. I think that's why I like rap so much. English was the only thing I passed at school.
Do you know what? While we're in this little interlude, I feel like I want to kick this conversation up.
Okay,
go a little piece still. Go on. So we're going on. We've been obviously speaking about dating.
Oh wait, hold on. Words of.
Go on. Send it.
Hold on. Let me just check it out. Oh man. Right. So the first one. Hold on. The first one is words of affirmation.
Yeah.
The second one is quality time and acts of service together.
Okay.
The third one is physical touch. And then the last one was like 3%, receiving gifts.
Okay. Fair.
Was that a test?
Yeah.
Yo, I want to do that test.
Oh
still.
shit!
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, man, will have to send that after still.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is kicking this on a bit because in regards to dating, obviously, like first of all, when you're dating a girl, D, both of you, in fact, like, how long do you reckon that period should last for?
3 months at least.
Like before you can
But
say
you might know
we're gonna
you
proceed into a relationship, or let's call it a day.
I might know in 2 weeks.
Yeah, real.
But it just might be an infatuation when both of us are at a period in our lives that our energies are attracted to each other and it's only supposed to be for that moment.
Yeah.
I need at least 3 months. I'll even wait longer.
So you can consistently date someone, say, for 3 months before you can actually make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. You saying, Joey?
I think you should know early, and then the rest of the months are just like.
Wait, my answer
Let's
might
see if
interest
it-
you lot
if-
then.
Yeah. So for me, I think I'll know fairly quickly, but I would still give it months before I enter into it officially. Because I think
As in go from dating to in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think there's still things where, okay, cool. I've only seen you in such and such setting. But maybe in those three or 4 months, whatever period of time it is, I need to see you in like different situations. So for example,
Netflix and chill. Come on, boy. We all know them lines there. Yeah.
what I meant was
She's like around your friends.
Yeah.
Because for example, I'm only seeing you 1-to-1.
Yeah.
And let's just say, I don't know, for maybe let's say for example, I know 3 dates in, like, wow, I think she's the one, But at the same time, what I'll have to appreciate is, all right, what do we do in those 3 dates? Like maybe grab the bite to eat in one, maybe had some drinks or had a walk in the other. It's a lot of 1-to-1 time. Okay, cool. I need to now start kind of mixing with their friends, my friends, etc.
Yeah.
So there's things that I need to take into account. So I think I have seen instances where people have brought their other halves or whoever is close to them to a friendship group, and it's just gone haywire.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's gone wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone hella wrong. And I suppose I'd like it to go wrong whilst we're dating, as opposed to like, it's my girl. Because then I might see something and be like,
I didn't know you was on that.
And then you're trapped.
I dropped the gun.
It's at the point where you don't even know who you're with. You're like, oh shit, you're on that.
Like I'll give you one example, right? I remember one of the man them. He brought his missus to a birthday party, right?
Oh fuck.
And it was the first time that we'd ever met her. Now, kind of hearing him talk about her sometimes, in my head, I'm thinking, why are you guys together? But it's not fully my place to say at the same time. But you know what? She's coming into this environment. Let's, see what she's like, etc. Because she might surprise us. Who knows? Nah, she didn't surprise us, bro. Like, there was one point where we was outside and I think I was talking to her and I accidentally, because when I talk, I use my hands a lot. So I think I hit the phone out of her hand by accident. But I apologized straight away and I've gone to pick it up. And then she's kind of gone like, what the fuck you doing? Pick that up. And I went,
bruh, I would have stamped on it.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Hang on. And in that split moment, I all forgot she was my man's girl. I was just ready to just start barking back. And I was like, this is fucking girlfriend, is it? I can't. But luckily he saw my reaction and was like, let me just pick that phone up and give it back to her type of thing. But even with that kind of...
That was mean.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa, that was a bit...
That was mean.
Mad. And
first meeting
yeah,
as well.
first meet. Like,
especially after you apologized and you were going to pick it up.
Yeah, like if I like karate kicked it, like I was trying to do something stupid or try antics and I hit her, I would understand. I'd have to hold that. But I've just slapped out your hand accidentally, So kind of seeing things like that makes you think, you know what, sometimes you just need to maybe, even if you think we need to be together. I can see the future. Da, 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 da. Sometimes you might just need to decelerate just a little bit.
Let me ask you guys something.
Hold on 1 second before you do.
Yeah, I want to hear this answer now.
Because I ain't even answered that question
have you not?
still. Nah. In regards to me, I don't think the dating thing should last too long. Especially if you're consistently dating someone, especially if it's exclusive as well. So for me, like, I don't know, I could date someone for a month to 6 weeks and know all that I need to know. Like, especially when you're focused and you know exactly what you do want. So obviously there's been a transition from me and what I was looking for on dates. So certain times in my younger years when I was dating, I'd go on dates and I think, like, you know, is she very ladylike, for example? Like, does she act like a lady? Because that was very important to me.
Yeah.
Still important to me now, but like now I'm looking at I was looking at things like, do I see myself in a relationship with this person? Fundamentally, because if not, there's no point actually dating. We're just both wasting each other's time. So for me, there's things I look for quite early, like obviously knowledge on just general, like how you are with current affairs, etc. Because there's some girls out there that are pretty, like I was saying earlier, but there's nothing behind it. Like there's nothing behind the eyes. So yeah, I just look for intelligence. But yeah, in terms of the time frame, it's not long for me. Still, I can know within 2 months, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
So just to answer that quickly, 2 months, I'd say.
Yeah, that's about right.
No dilly-dallying. No dilly-dallying.
Yeah, but
that's
fair. At the end of the day, everyone's process is synonymous to them, man. So if it works for you, it works for you. Sorry, D, you was going to ask a question as well.
What do you guys think about dating people at work?
Ooh.
Listen.
In the workplace. For me,
yeah, I'm not involved.
No.
I can't shit on my own doorstep, man.
No.
It's a very painful situation. If it goes wrong.
Do you know what? I think it depends on the proximity. Actually, let me say that. It depends on the proximity.
If you work on like floor 1 and she's on the 10th floor,
and you never see
each other in the day, then calm. But
yeah, that's cool.
Same office, like, hi babes, and then clock out at 5:30 or whatever, and then you're going back to the nah, you need space, man.
So at my old workplace, I saw a lot of people that were coupled together, and not floor 1, floor 10. I'm talking they live together, they commute into work together. That's
a lot of together time.
They touch some of the same meetings together.
Not on it.
Because the scope of their work is quite close.
You'd have to
They have lunch together.
You would have to worship the ground.
Bro. They have the same work friends. So after work drinks,
some
together.
Next level worship. Not even normal worship. Next level worship.
Yeah. And
you're basically Siamese twins, isn't it? Like you're a joint at the hip.
Yeah, that impossible. I can't do. There needs to be a degree of separation. Like, how can you know my entire day? Like, when I'm on the train with you going into work, you're asking me, how was that meeting? You know about that meeting? Like, I can't tell you nothing new.
Too techie, man.
Yeah, it's just
what do you discuss? What do you talk about? Like, where's the room for scope in your relationship?
I can't bring my work.
You're basically living the same day, like both of you.
No, I've realized, conversation's always going to be banging depending on the person you're with. Because I used to think that.
Nah,
but with the woman I'm with now,
no,
like conversation comes out of thin air.
No, I'm saying, in that situation, I thought you was talking about someone that you work with every day.
I'm sure you can come up with things to talk about.
Bruv.
Like you might be thinking about, I don't know, spaceships.
I get that the conversation can change, but what I'm saying is you need, as a man and even as a woman, a bit of space and separation.
No, don't get me wrong. I like the space and separation. That would kill me off.
Yeah.
I just think you can always come up with some things to say.
Boy, I couldn't be in one of them work
Yeah, I just
relationships
could
still.
not do it at all.
I think
Fucking
it's too
each other
intense.
in the kitchen and that. And
Yeah.
it's long, bruv.
What?
It's long.
Nah.
And then if you guys ever break up as well, it's like
Yeah, that is even
Bare
worse.
burnt bridges, friends, like the friends don't know whose side to take. You're putting other people in situations there as well. Because then it's like, they're going to look at how you lot broke up as well. And then they're going to take a side. You might come out looking like a dickhead and burn people, a friendship circle that you've known for 5-10 years. Oh, man, I'm just not involved.
No peace at work.
I've
not
dodged
involved.
many a bullet.
But, all right, so that's one, work. Now, man, then.
Oh, what are you going to ask, bro?
It's time to kick up the conversation.
Go on then.
Go on then. I don't even know. Like, I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh, shit.
Whoever wants to answer can answer, because
You take this
I
one.
know the people them wanna know. Yeah.
Mm.
Would you
Mm-hmm.
date a woman
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
that your boy has dated?
Well, as in,
dun.
I wouldn't turn that into a relationship. No.
So you wouldn't get into a relationship that your boy is? No, absolutely.
If I know, and it really depends on who the woman was to my boy as well. If it was his girl, then no, never. Like, not even if I wanted to have fun and she moved to me, I'd be like, no, I'm not interested. I even do that with. There's even people I work with. I don't move. Like, there's people I work with, and I don't like them, and their exes have, approached me. It's not try to ting, but kind of, and I've just sometimes
Exclusive.
walked off.
Yeah.
I'm not really,
Realist mates exclusive.
I'm not really into dating other people's women. But if it's just someone that he had fun with, and he's cool with it, I'd have fun with her. But I don't know if I could then be in a relationship with that person.
Oh, wow. Me.
Spotlight.
So for me, nah, I wouldn't date someone that my boy has dated beforehand. I think it could be a little bit different if I never knew, for example, and I found out later. Because then it's hard to wrestle with the feelings that you have
To go
for
back,
example.
yeah.
But if I know from the off, like, for example, someone I'm interested in has kind of dealt with you in any capacity, it's a hard and fast no. Like, it's just, nah, it's not on it.
Fair. Well, yeah. It's unanimous. For me, listen, I don't business. Like, and do you know what the funniest thing is? Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story. It happened to me.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, like, I was younger, but I was in a long-term relationship with a woman, basically, and a guy that I considered like a very, very close friend of mine. And imagine, like, for example, if me and my girl at the time got into something, like, it's like me chatting to you about it.
Oh, so you'd go to him for advice and things like that?
I wouldn't necessarily go to him for advice, but
to chat about it.
Just to chat about it. And they knew each other as well.
Whoa,
they knew each other.
Taking a higgy turn, boy.
And she knew him as my friend, you get me? And that we were brethren. So,
but it was your girl.
Bruv, my girl for a solid at least 3 years.
That's grimy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then they did a thing.
They did a thing, yeah. But testament to them, I do believe, I'm not quite sure, but I think they're still together. I think.
I would still
they have to
cut
be.
my friend off.
They have to be.
I'd cut my friend off.
Our relationship obviously from there went downhill.
Yeah, that means
very quickly, like a roller coaster.
Of course.
And the thing that my problem with it is that he didn't say nothing to me.
What's he gonna say though?
Wait.
I love your girl, you know.
Let me put some context to it. Let me put some context to it. Because obviously, bear in mind, I told you that when we had little isms and schisms, I would talk to him about it. And he would know basically if there was a problem in our relationship. So eventually, yeah, it filtered out whatever. but it's like he had all the information he needed.
Man had the manual
to go and say, okay, boom, boom, boom. But like I was saying,
2-footed tackle.
I would have respected if he came to me and said, yo, brother, look, I know you and X didn't work out. I kind of feel her like that. And she might feel me like that. So just respectfully, you know, as you do or should do as a man, especially that I consider the brethren and I thought he considered me a brethren as well. Yeah, that's why I didn't like that move, because he didn't come and say jack to me. And then, like, imagine one day I was in Wembley, I think, and I saw them in the car, bruv.
That's
together.
how you found out?
I think that's how I found out. Yeah, I saw them in the car. And I was like, hang on a minute.
Second heartbreak.
Yo, I would have went
I know that whip as well. And it was like, hold on. Oh, okay, cool. So obviously it was smelly, innit?
Yeah, did you go Tempety?
No, I didn't. And to be fair, like, I don't know what they think of the situation, but I think I handled it pretty well. Because none of them spoke to me about it. So, of course.
You know what?
Sneaky.
As you started the story,
especially he should have told you.
Yeah, I just assumed that he came to you and was like, listen,
as
X,
a
Y,
man.
and Z. And he was like, listen, like, you can't be brethren, but do your thing type of thing.
Yeah.
I just assumed that's how it went. A man just...
Then that guy definitely didn't see you as a friend.
Behind closed doors.
Wow.
That's mad.
Yeah.
And do you know what that shows as well? That whilst you was kind of going to him and talking to him, my man was writing notes and just waiting for his time.
It's mad like that.
He was probably waiting for his time as soon as he met the girl.
Mad like that. But that's why for me as well, not even just on that basis, but for me, once I know my brethren has been with a girl, like, all right, if you've dated her and nothing's happened, cool. But once you've had sexual relations, I'm not involved. I cannot delve into places my brethren have been.
Not on it.
And if it's a guy that I don't know, cool. Like, what's the harm? But I can't look at a man and know that, you know, I'm going where he's already been. And do you know what the maddest thing is? I know guys that have done that, and there's history between them as well. And they didn't find out till after. It's all mad.
The weird thing about it is, as much as the opinion I've had, I've never been put in that situation.
Lucky you. Trust me. The only way I was put in that situation was on the receiving end, obviously finding out that my ex and my
I
boy
haven't been in that situation on both
together.
sides.
Boy. No, okay, so there was one time, right? I had sex with someone and I found out it was my boy's cousin.
Not copulation, yeah?
We've evolved to sex. He's doing the sex now. Eh?
I had sex.
That is what? Hold on, wait. We then come again with who?
My boy's cousin
slipped under the. Yeah, it turned out, but I didn't know. But it was my friend at the time's cousin still.
I like the way you said at the time, because
I think the only way I would have allowed that.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's fair, isn't it? And like from his point of view, he can't even get mad at you because if you didn't know, what can you do?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't do it deliberately. I found out afterwards.
Yeah.
And the way I found out is, the way I found out was, I think it was mad. I think I was at his yard with some of the mandem and I was talking about, so we were reminiscing about a story, and then it reminded me of like her, and I was like, oh yeah. Then I was talking about that, and then I think it might have been like his sister, because he weren't really saying anything. So I think his sister was like, yo, like, you know, that's our cousin, isn't it?
Flamos.
And I was like, oh shit, I might need to just go home. Yeah, that was awkward still.
Boy.
That was awkward.
Yeah,
but other than that, no, I don't think I've ever been in that situation.
Fair.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, so
you had to go through that though on a real man. That is
it's calm. I've passed that now.
It is.
That now. But I mean, at the time it was very painful to see, I can't lie. And it did touch me a bit because obviously I was in back then what I saw as a long-term relationship with this girl. So yeah. But say it go.
But
moving on then. Now, actually, I'm not even moving. You're moving it on this time because I moved it on with that whole. Would you date someone that your boy has been with? So I'm gonna let you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm shooting lead out here. Would you man date outside your race?
I've dated outside my race, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I technically do now.
Yeah. That's why I kind of just looked at.
I've never.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've gone on dates with women outside my race, yeah.
Yeah. Do you? Because I know, for example, like in our culture, there's some people that see it as a big thing. Because I do as well. By the way, let me just say that as well. So there will be some people that will look at us as, I don't know, sellouts or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
Boy, do you know what? For me, let me put some context to it. Before my current girlfriend, who's Italian, so as people will say, a white woman, whatever. All my exes were black women. And some might say, you've turned or rah, rah, rah. It's nothing to do with that. For me, I just look at the person. And I've always been open to dating outside my race. For me, it's never been an issue. As many people know, my sister is mixed race. Her dad was white. So, if my mum could do it, and she saw no issue with race as long as the person was right, then yeah, for me, it's exactly the same. But even going into it, I look at the person, like, if I solely said, yeah, I just look for black women, I don't know, what kind of man does that make you? Some will say, yeah, a black man, a proper black man only will go for a black woman, but like, I'm very open. Like, I've always been an open-minded person. So as well, for me, it's about the characteristics of a person. So being in a relationship with a woman, I'm thinking forward in terms of this potentially could be the woman that raises my kids. Do you get what I'm saying? And looking at my girl, I mean, she's Italian, and her background or family background is quite close-knit. And Italians in general are pretty much like that, very close-knit families and spend a lot of time together. And I even found that out when I went to meet her mum and dad when I went to Italy. So for me, she showed me as well that kind of characteristic from early as well, that she's very family orientated like myself. And for me, I could see her raising my children. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's not about a color thing or a race thing or whatever, but yeah, definitely about the characteristics of the person. So yeah, I do date outside my race. I'm currently in interracial relationship. Is that what they call it? So yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Similar to you as well, man. For me, it's more about the person and the personality traits and kind of what they think. That's kind of what I care about a lot more. So I know, like, for example, myself, a lot of the things that I get into are like things to do with like race and racial equity, etc. So a lot of what I talk about sometimes is that, so as long as, for example, things like that is important to the person, it doesn't really matter who the person is. It's more about what their values actually are. So yeah, no, I'm similar to you, man.
And just off the back of that, my girl as well, like, she showed me, obviously not being a black woman, that she's open to learning. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's
you see that from last night.
Yeah. A bit of context, White Yardie.
Please give them
White
context.
Yardie. You get me? Big comedy show drive through last night. So we went on a bit of a double date, myself and
Because
Dee.
the thing about yesterday is what I was trying to say to my missus as well, is like, that is that is like core Black London culture. Do you know what I mean? Like the British patois, the way everyone dress up, we're loud.
It's a show.
Like the way people talk, the accents and stuff like that. I'd say at least 50% of the show was in patois. You know them way there. But British patois, not like Yardie speaks the original. And obviously we speak the remix. But
yeah.
But yeah, like it was good that like she was open to that and she found the same jokes we would find funny.
And that's the thing. What I was saying is that she showed me that she's open to learning. So yeah, a lot of responsibility does come down to me and educating her about the struggles of not just Black men, but Black people in general.
But are you open to learning her thing?
Of course, yeah. I'm trying to learn Italian. It's not going great.
I've heard him try to learn Italian.
I'm trying. Like I said, I went and met her mum and dad, which was a big thing for me, you know, flying to Italy and stuff like that. Met more of her family there as well. So yeah, I'm very much open to her thing. I was eating mad stuff out there as well, blood. Seafood was up there, but I was trying new things that I wouldn't be used to eating over here. So yeah, I was showing that I'm open as well. So as long as you show me those kind of fundamentals, you know, the color of your skin is not really relevant to me.
Nah, for real. And you know what as well, just to kind of add on that, might be going off on like a tangent a little bit, but like, I know, for example, there are like some, I guess, Black men out there that, for example, to them, they see, so for us, I suppose we are open to dating whoever we want to date. It's more about that individual person. I think we can unanimously say. But as an example, I know there's like some Black men that would, in their head, they see their fun with white women, but their serious life with Black women. And that's how they see it, as, oh, like I'm just, what is it, dancing in the snow, whatever they want to call it. Like, that's their thing. But they're like, nah, when I settle down and whatever, like, I'm going to be what? I'm going to be with a Black woman. What are you talking about?
Wait.
And to me, do you know how mad disrespectful that is?
That's very degrading still.
Everyone involved. That is wild.
Okay, so,
wild.
Yeah, I don't like, you know, Black women can have fun and be in a relationship. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I just don't like that. I just don't. It's kind of like Black women deserve fun too.
Everyone deserves fun.
How are you gonna fall? How are you gonna fall in love with someone without having fun? Do you know what I mean? Like you're gonna give all. You're gonna give like. No, man. You should give. You should. Nah. But yeah, let's change the subject. That one's a bit upsetting.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Well, nah. Just on the back of that, though, it is a bit mad that certain man can just say, "Yeah, look, I'm gonna use white girls for fun, and then when I want to settle down, I want to be in a relationship with a Black woman." Like that's very
because then some of those white girls fall in love as well, and they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
And that's the problem.
That's liberty.
And all these times, you're probably selling that white woman a dream, like, yeah. We're not going to make it official yet. Just stringing her along, just mashing. And then in your head, you know, it's never going to be a relationship. You get me? In her head, it's like, yeah.
She should have the same thing in her head if you're being honest with her. So you're one of those guys, yeah? You're a string along.
No. I was not a string along.
Man's a string along.
No. Can I add some flesh to this, please?
Go on.
All right. Thank you. No, so so this was way back when, right? It's just funny you said kind of the stringing along thing and strings in a relationship because it doesn't really have anything to do with this. It just popped up to my head when you said it. But I remember being like, I was kind of like met someone talking, and then you know when you have that conversation of like, oh, like what is this? And I'm saying it's fun. Like I don't like it will not end up in a relationship in it. So like if you're not on that's cool. Like we can move, go separate ways. But this is just my truth in it. She was like, no, it's fine, it's cool. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. handled that pretty well. Fair enough. So I'm thinking, okay, we're both on the same page. Until one point, she referenced me as her boyfriend to me.
Oh shit.
So in my head, I'm like, nah, she don't mean that. She just banter. Because we had that conversation beforehand. It weren't banter. So at some point, I was like, she kind of thinks we're in a relate. Oh shit, I need to...
You got fast track.
Yeah, fast track. Next day delivery, all of that. For wow. So for how am I gonna like try and navigate this? But one thing, a big mistake I made. I went round to hers on a very, very special day. I went round there on Valentine's Day.
You're mean, bro.
No. Let me just.
You couldn't have just waited.
Let me add some more flesh.
You know what's only worse than that? Doing it on a girl's birthday.
No. So do you know what it is? She
made
went to
her
me.
feel special on that.
Nah,
day.
she went to me like.
I know, right? Innit?
No. So she went to me. What you doing?
Oh my God! Thank you
Friday?
so much, Justin.
No, so it wasn't kind of spoken about as Valentine's Day. It was what you doing Friday.
Get out of here, man.
Bro, no. Do you know why? I have never ever celebrated Valentine's Day.
Doesn't mean someone else doesn't.
No, but to me, she said Friday. So to me, I'm not thinking
She's
of the
probably
date.
understanding that she's like, let me just slide
D,
it in Friday,
D, you're not
then
listening.
meet up with him.
D. She told me.
Did you break up with a girl on Valentine's Day?
No, bro, let me finish. She's telling me what you doing Friday. I'm not thinking of the date. I'm saying I'm free on Friday. So I've locked it in and said, yeah, I'm cool. I'm free on Friday. It's not until afterwards where I've seen what the actual date is. I've gone, yeah, this is a blunder. What have I done?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what, the day clicked?
Yeah, bro, she just said Friday.
Man opened up the calendar and saw 14 next to Friday, yeah?
Right. Yeah, bro, I don't
Doomed.
correlate the days and the dates like that.
Dude.
It was just Friday to me. But when I did, I was like, what do I do?
You are mocking.
Doing that Austin Powers U-turn, like...
Nah, I thought I can't.
You couldn't get out of it.
I can't get out of it. I have to go now.
Man was in a pickle.
But even then, I'm still thinking, nah, but we've spoken and I've told her, like, it's not that.
I think periodically.
So you
have
thought to go do it on Valentine's Day?
No,
just to get it out the way.
Nah, I didn't do it on Valentine's Day.
Just to be serious.
Oh, let me finish the story. I did not do it on Valentine's Day. I promise you guys this. So, but I did go there on Valentine's Day.
And romanced and dined.
Nah, I think I pissed her off still because I like went in a tracksuit and stuff. I weren't taking it serious. There was a whole
No rose.
No rose. But we did have a conversation.
Oh, so she cooked food for you as well.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
You're a villain, bruv.
I lie, innit?
You're actually a villain still. I know you didn't know it was Valentine's Day.
I don't know what I don't know.
Bro, she's proper planned this shit out by
Nah,
this
she
time.
What are you doing on Friday?
I felt bad. I felt bad.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
As a 9 to 5 man as well, I know you knew them dates, but
You must have known it was Valentine's Day.
Bro, I did not know it was Valentine's Day when I agreed to go there.
So at what point did you know it was Valentine's Day?
Like 3 or 4 days later.
After you went?
No. Listen, she told me like, what are we doing next week Friday?
Yeah.
So I just said nothing.
And then you found out
Then-
3 or 4 days
Yeah,
after.
Tuesday or something.
Yeah, a few
He's
days
like,
later,
oh,
it clicked.
shit.
I was like, whoa.
And then you still went?
Bro, I couldn't back out.
Of course you can.
Well, I didn't feel at the time like I could. So I thought, let me just go.
You
Nah,
go in there
you
on
can't
that
even
Friday,
back out
says
that.
everything.
Don't be
She
wrong.
wants
I did
to hear.
say this was my fatal.
And then you're
fatal
eating her
flaw that I
food.
made.
Imagine, she's cooked bare food, and he's there just yamming it. She's like, yeah, his belly's getting full. Yeah, okay, yeah. And you're just there. Oh, I love it, baby.
Do you know? It's funny you say that.
Mockers.
Because it's funny you say that because when the food was all ready and stuff, so like she obviously made the plates and thing, and she's like, "Aren't you gonna eat?" So the one thing I said is, "No, I'm gonna wait for you. Like you prepared the meal. We got to sit down and eat together." Like to me, that's just respect. Like
To me, it's digging the grave deeper. Still.
how's that digging the? Oh, she made me a meal. Like I'm not gonna scoff it down, and you've seen how quick I eat as well.
Bro,
Like by the
you
time
knew-
she
I
sits
can't
down,
lie. I would have went there, look, and I'd have been like, babes, I know you cooked and thing, yeah, but
Oh, you're mean too,
Wow,
bruv.
that is
Bruv,
mean.
no,
That is
what you did is mean because you said
what?
hold on,
Telling the truth
on Valentine's Day.
I would have told her the full nine. Like, look, see when you invited
On
me
Valentine's
last week.
Day.
Listen, the truth hurts, yeah, but this is where I feel I differentiate myself.
So where's tact?
Because I just
Where is
tell
tact?
people the truth, man.
Yeah, but you can wait. You can wait a day.
Bruv, this is what I would have done. I would have went there and I would have said, look, babe, the spread is
Hey, man, I hijacked my story, you know.
The spread is crisp, yeah. But listen, we need to talk, innit? And before we go into this talk, like, the spread is lovely.
All right, so boom. After you've told them now, look, yo, it's done and over.
I didn't even know what you wanted to tell her.
Hold on. Are you eating the food? Are you eating the food?
Finish my story.
I know, but I need to ask this question. Are you yamming the food?
Audience thinking I'm a dickhead.
No. Would you yam the food after you broke up with her on Valentine's Day?
Oh, that's an important question.
After?
Yeah. So you're like, yo, the spread's
first?
nice. The spread's nice. You tell her the bad news. Do you expect to eat food after?
No. Do you know what? I'm going to tell her the news first, yeah? And me, because I'm a conniving bastard, I'm going to say, boy, she's not going to want to waste this food. So technically...
Oh, it's an entire lamb.
She's going to want to feed me still.
All right, finish your story.
Thank you. So, yeah, so that didn't really go to plan. Valentine's Day was a bit of a washout.
Sounded like it was a dream for her.
Boy.
Mate.
Nah, it didn't go well.
She's
but anyway,
scarred.
so very shortly afterwards, I kind of sparked the conversation. It's like, well, like that boyfriend taught you, dude. Like, what's that about?
Oh, come on.
But again, to me, I'm just going based on the conversation we had before. So to me, I'm just curious now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking. She's like, oh, but like we're in a relationship. I said, no, but I told you I didn't want to be in a relationship from the beginning. And I said, if that's a problem, then like, yeah, it's obviously we don't have the compatibility type of thing. And
360.
Yeah, and she was like, oh yeah, like I know that, but I just thought that we'd be in a relationship until like I kind of found someone. I was like, what? Now, this is where, I'll be real, I didn't feel too bad about nuking Valentine's Day after that. Because I'm thinking, wait,
she's away with the birds.
That
still.
makes absolute zero sense.
But what if she was just she felt like a fool and she wanted to gain back some level of self-respect? Yeah.
But
that's what that sounds like. Because that sounds like a come up on the, like, but can't we just, but really she likes you.
No, I hear what you're saying, but to me, that is...
You're a bit oblivious at times, isn't it?
The thing is, it's foolish.
To me, I mean, if we've had that talk, you shouldn't be talking that shit.
I've had that talk.
Don't say that shit. I'm not your boyfriend.
Yeah, like,
I'm not.
How can I tell you I don't want to be in a relationship?
No, don't get me wrong.
And you put me in a relationship.
Yeah, that is a bit much.
Oh, that don't make no sense. So now I'm thinking, well, what do you tell your brethren? And like, huh?
Yeah.
Like what, you're running around telling people in a relationship?
And do you know what's mad about that as well is now you're being treated as a man that's in a relationship. So even though you've clarified that you're not,
yes,
you're being judged like a man who is. So even if you
going to Valentine's Day
I'm
in a track
speaking
suit
to someone else, right, you've cheated now. You're a cheater because you're in a relationship. So
I think both of you are in the wrong.
Me?
Definitely.
What did I do?
Not you. Him and the woman.
Wait. Explain my wrongness, please.
Right. So she told you a couple of weeks before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You worked it out 3 days after she told you, which means you had
I
another.
own that. Yeah.
Which means you had 7 to 9 days before Valentine's.
It was a week. Was it a week before?
Yes. Like, let's call it a week.
So 7 to 9 days.
4 days then.
7.
Yeah.
Because if she was told the week before Valentine's Day is Friday, if she was telling you on Monday, Tuesday, that means this Friday
like
you
a
found
Craig
out.
David song on Monday. You could have confessed to on
Tuesday. But that's the thing. So if you
my
knew,
mouth shut on Wednesday, and on Thursday I went there on Friday and fucked up Orlando.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh man, I hope
So this is why I say you're in the wrong.
No, don't get me. Even before I said that, I did say this was my fatal flaw. Like I own the Valentine's Day
put a little
thing.
disclaimer on it.
And
still,
for the audience that are cussing me out right now, this wasn't a month or two ago. This was like when I was 22, 23. So there's been a lot of growth since then.
That's
definitely
fun.
To put that out there.
That is definitely a youth man mistake.
Fair, but
that is oblivious on a next level.
I only own the Valentine's thing. The whole her putting me in a village. That's all on her. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's all on her, man.
I hear that. So
like
what's the next thing?
It's a bit
techie.
But yeah, man. I feel like I had to come out swinging.
It's a bit techie still. But yeah. Just closing up then quickly, something that we ain't really spoken about. We're not gonna go too deep into this, but like, how has dating changed? Because for me, like, when I was going on dates back in the day, it was actually, I can't even remember how it came to fruition. But what I'm saying is, like, you might actually, I do. So it was more, you'd see a girl out or at a party and you'd get the number and then you'd arrange to go on the date and then you'd go on the date and then blah, blah, blah. But now, obviously you have like apps for this shit where man's got a conveyor belt of women that he can just go through and stuff like that. So like, do you think that has literally fucked the game up? Because what I'm going to say is, like, before there was a whole process to the date, even before you went on the date and the contact that you have with the person. Now it's just, okay, you both swiped right because based on attraction and a little shitty bio. And then now what? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think dating nowadays is definitely like, it's fast food, man. It's like McDonald's. Takeaway. Literally, when you think of the dating app age that we're in, the one thing I was telling you is that for some people, new is always better. So it doesn't matter what level of conversation that you're having with the prior or current person, we should even say. If someone new and shiny comes along, people normally gravitate towards that. And I remember when I was, when I was younger and I was on the dating apps and I was, young and dumb, I was moving like an absolute madman on there.
I've never had the luxury of moving like that.
Yeah, but
have you been on a dating app?
I can't.
I was gonna say, for you, that must be next.
Like privacy for me is like, I couldn't even if I wanted to.
On Tinder.
That is, man.
And I'm like Ian Greenwich.
Oh.
So what do you do for a living? I'm in the music industry.
I make stuff.
I'm in the music industry.
I'm an artist.
So who have you worked with? Oh, I'm gigs, Wretch, 32.
Oh, just
who are you?
name dropping and shit. Oh,
nah, bro.
Nah.
And then like and then I'll be on like Shade Borough. The nails on Tinder, like.
Let's eradicate that from now.
But you know what I want to say though about these dating apps that people forget, yeah? Majority of people are not comfortable flirting and just moving up the opposite sex. I think a lot of us who are confident in it think the world revolves around us. And we think because we're confident to speak to women, and the women we're talking about are confident, everyone's confident. And it's like, the dating app thing, on one hand, for someone who likes being frivolous, it's a quick game. But on the other hand, someone who's lonely, that doesn't go out, doesn't even find this has made it easier for now everyone. This has made the love game on equal terms for everyone, and everyone can find what they want and da-da-da-da-da. Everyone's looking at mash, though. No, most people don't. Everyone's looking at, not everyone is the same. We just hang out in circles.
But saying that, I met my missus on a dating app, not Tinder. Yeah, let's just throw that out there. I'll say it was Hinge, actually.
Yeah.
And you've never been on there, but just a quick bit of context. Hinge actually shows a lot of your personality.
So,
like,
right,
there's certain questions that you have to answer and whatnot, and hopefully it matches you with someone.
So let me ask you something. So when you went on Hinge, did you have an agenda?
Yeah.
What was your agenda?
To try and find the woman that I want to settle down with.
Exactly. So everyone doesn't want to match because you used the app because you wanted to fall in love. You wanted to find a long-term relationship. And I just think
then it goes down to app selection. Because if I wanted to match, I'll be real. When I was single and wasn't looking to be in a relationship, Tinder was my go-to app.
Yeah, but like Tinder, probably
there's looking for love on Tinder.
No, but the thing is though, there's probably a general consensus with these apps. It's like some apps I view this way and some apps I view that way. Maybe because I don't know, but from my experience of human beings, one thing I've learned is like the confident ones and the ratchet ones, we're the loudest. But we don't make up 100% of the world. We're actually the minority. All the people that are confident, they're willing to do podcasts in front of people. They're willing to just walk up to a girl and just be, yo, babe, why go on? I know, but I'd say out of all of my friends, right, maybe like 30% of them are brave enough to actually walk up to a stranger and say, hi, my name is, do you want a drink? Something as simple as that, you know. Heart palpitations. Man, I can't do that.
I'm not that guy, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
No,
No, but that's what I'm saying. Heart palpitations. But imagine you're not that guy and you're still on getting gal, yeah? Right? There's more people out in the world that don't know how to initiate finding their partner.
And I think the app is easier to do
that.
I
think the app has made it easier for those people.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for real.
And then like
when you put it like that, in that context, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, and I just think that we forget that we're extroverts. That's why we're on a pod being filmed.
Cool, not me.
You're some part of an extrovert.
That's why I'm here
that's
in
why,
the dark
like,
glasses.
That's why, like, yeah, you get me? Yes, exactly. Because I like
the
being...
footwear in, the burbs and that.
Jeez.
Come on.
But, like, a lot of people aren't like that. Like, if I asked you, man, to jump on stage, you'd tell me no.
Yeah, no, I'm not on it still.
So, yo, here, sing Devil in a Blue Dress.
Run, sing.
Yeah.
I say sing.
Wait, I'll try to be a backup dancer with that, but
I
fucking
might drop
singing,
in a little 8-bar.
that's not my bag.
Now, look at
still.
it like this. Like, say, for instance, now, it's a good example. Yesterday, when we went to that comedy show, there must have been like 250 people there. Only a small handful of people in that whole vicinity was actually had the even confidence to go on stage. A few comedians and me, another PA, doctor, and C6. But there must have been, there was 250 cars. So there was at least 1,000 people there.
I was going to say that there was a lot of
But the loudest ones were in the minority. And that's what life looks like. A lot of people are not comfortable stepping out of their comfort zone more than you actually think. Because like attracts like, innit? Like, true. I'm a person where I need to be around people that are going to elevate and grow. So say like me and you, we spoke. Now you're telling me about podcasts. Cool, you found a way to be on the internet. Like you've grown, innit? Like your business has grown. If I wasn't that person, I'd hang out. That's why we hang out. I wouldn't hang out with someone that didn't have that type of mindset because we wouldn't relate. But because of that, I think a lot of us forget that the world,
and that's real as well, because
it's not really forward like that.
I'd rather, if I was single, speak to someone on a dating app than go up to a woman in real life. 100. So yeah, you're right about that. And that's not to say that I'm a totally shy person, but I'd rather just have the comfortability to just type something and still communicate. And then if it gets further, then I can talk to you. Do you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
The only reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because I've noticed that the narrative online is one way, and human beings aren't one way. There is a food right now. If I say eggs, your relationship with eggs is going to be different to your relationship with eggs. It's going to be different to my relationship with eggs. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can't just say like all
eggs matter.
All eggs matter.
Yeah. Excellent.
And I like it's just like in my head, I'm just thinking
exquisite.
Like we're not representing everybody. We're just represented people who are like us. Going back to the dating app thing, it's like I feel like it's some people are going to take advantage of it, but for the majority of people, I think that are on dating apps, they're there to find love.
Okay, fair.
I think. For me, I think
because they find it uncomfortable to find love in real life terms,
places.
And the apps make it easier for them to do that. I feel like I needed to add that.
What did Rihanna say? She found love in a hopeless place or something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
don't get more hopeless than Tinder, boy.
Fucking hell. But if you find love off Tinder, that's
well
I
done.
commend you still.
To be fair, I know people that have, so
the stereotype of that app is not love. Just be straight.
Yeah, I think Tinder is been because it's been around so long. It's just become like that,
It's
and I think a
tarnished.
lot of people have just
It's
moved on
tarnished.
to the other apps. But I think ultimately, whatever you want from the app, it will give you that. Predominantly. So if you just want to mash, it will probably find a way.
Oh, not copulate no more now. So it went from sex.
It
went from copulate to sex to mash. Right at the end of the pod, yeah? All right.
Mash, whatever you want to call it, guys. I'm just coming with different terminologies. But yeah, if you want to mash, copulate, whatever you people call it these days, you'll probably find that.
Yeah.
But if you want to find someone to settle down with, for example, it's probably what it'll show you. So
I recommend Hinge. It works.
Because you see how, for example, you're saying Hinge,
Mm.
like it's good because it allows you to put out your personality a little bit more compared to other profiles.
Yeah.
And I view it the same way. When the second I downloaded Hinge, it was
Different.
with an intent of seriousness.
Mm.
But some of my other boys I talk to, they treat it like a playground.
Oh,
But it works for them because that's what they want.
Mm.
And that seems to be what Hinge is giving them. Whereas Hinge gives me something that is more akin to me. So yeah, I definitely think that, whatever you want on there, you'll get it. And in terms of because like you, I wouldn't, we've been out many, many times. And there are instances where I might kind of come up and approach a woman, but it is very, very rare. So having, I suppose, dating apps in that sense is very, very positive. For
Unlock the games.
I feel like I grew up before social media, so the only way if you wanted some form of relations with a woman,
You had to go and check.
you had to at least say hello.
Yeah, I remember those days.
It's a respect thing as well. And I think that's what basically the apps have removed. Not that you don't have respect on the apps, but
some
in terms of that first interaction where you go up to a woman and say, "Hi, I'm Jay. Do you know what I mean? What's your name?" or whatever. From there, you show you're a gentleman or whatever. And she says she finds out a lot about you from that first interaction and vice versa. And then organically, it should kind of flow if you're feeling each other's connection. Whereas obviously the apps have just eradicated that. So before you even go on that first date, you've probably had tons of messages and voice notes back and forward. Do you know what I mean? Finding out about each other's personalities, etc., which again can be beneficial because, for example, me and my girl, quickly just to wrap it up, when we met on Hinge, she was in Bali. So we actually spoke for 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks before we actually physically met. Do you understand? So we had already built up an understanding of each other and what each other was looking for. So we knew it just wasn't a physical thing. We were literally dying to meet each other. So yeah, like
never
you said,
underestimate how hard someone will find something that you find easy doing.
I think that's a good,
that's deep.
Good note to end on,
Yeah,
people. Yeah, it's been a fun one.
Next one's about music, please.
Yeah. I actually had a story to bring as well, but I don't want to get cooked again.
Part two, man.
Have to be on the next.
Yeah, we might have to give this one the extendo, but
you should do women and from their point of view, this same exact conversation.
It's true.
It's true. I'd love to hear.
And then you can tell your story.
So yeah, that's a quick one. Any women,
and then they can give you some insight.
That's real. Actually,
relationship kind of history or background, and want to shed some light, just like we did today. Hit me up in the DMs. Comment below, man. Let us know, and we'll be more than happy to have you on.
Yeah. Because actually, like you said, it will be good to have some females on the show as well, where I share my story and we can find out, am I in the right? Am I in the wrong?
You want to let this story go, boy. So
well, apparently I'm kind of in the wrong, so I might have to hold on
Judge
to it.
And jury thing.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, yes. Boof and blow.